everyone. I'm Matt Williamson at Williamson NFL. What is shaking? I'm recording this Wednesday evening. One little nugget, and then I want to start digging into the Packers. And I totally understand. Will Howard is a massive fan favorite of you guys. It's really unfortunate that his injury derailed some progress and certainly some of our viewing pleasure of him. But his window was open today, Wednesday, which gives them 21 days to either activate him. Now, he can practice. He practiced on Wednesday. I don't know to what degree, but they can either activate him during that 21-day window at any point, or they can just shut him down and leave him on IR for the rest of the year. I just wanted to throw this out there just because it immediately dawned on me when I heard this. I thought maybe they won't open the window because, yes, I know that they let Woodside go. So what? You can pick him back up in 2 weeks anyways. I mean, that doesn't matter. But they do still have Skylar Thompson. And if you were to activate Howard, either Howard or Thompson would have to inevitably go on the practice squad. You're not going to keep four on the big boy roster. And it wouldn't break my heart. I mean, assuming they would activate Howard, Thompson would probably be the one that would be on the practice squad. Now, that leaves him susceptible to teams, probably bad teams. Trust me, when I was with the Browns late in the year or midway through the year, we were just rating teams' practice squads because their practice squad guys were better than our 53rd man. So a team might grab Skylar Thompson. That'd be unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. But what I would worry about is I just don't want to expose Howard in any way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to ever end up on the practice squad. I know you guys think I don't like him, but I definitely want him around. I do not want him exposed in any way, shape, or form to another team. I absolutely want to ensure that he is in Latrobe at St. Vincent's when training camp opens next year. And keeping him on IR would do that. And in the meantime, you would get 21 practice days with the guy, you know, that you didn't have before. Okay, let's practice him for 3 weeks. Don't activate him. Revisit in minicamp, offseason, etc. I'm just throwing it out there. And I'll be honest, we had Chris Halleck on the drive today, and I asked him directly since he's kind of boots on the ground. And he didn't really think that was a possibility. He thought that Howard will Howard practice. He'll be the third guy. He'll run practice squad. And that's good for him. You know, get him as many throws, even though it's in practice, and work, even though it's in practice, as possible. And he'll eat that up with his work ethic and all those things. But I just wanted to throw it out there. I'm not suggesting they should not activate him. I just thought it was an interesting possibility I wanted to bring up.
Football season's finally here. Time to check out the latest odds, futures, and win totals on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Think the Steelers are headed to the Super Bowl? Lock in your bets today. Whatever your game, FanDuel Sportsbook delivers the latest lines, futures, and specials, so you can join in on all the action.
For those of you who are doing real work in construction, in a warehouse, if you're a mechanic, if you want reliable, comfortable gear to help you perform well on the job, Brunt Workwear's got you. They have waterproof boots, safety toe, soft toe, pull on, or lace up, whatever you need. You can wear them to work, and if they're not right for you, send them back. I don't know any other brand doing that. Brunt was tired of the workwear brands out there cutting corners. You work too hard to be stuck in uncomfortable boots that don't hold up. So they built something better. Boots that are insanely comfortable and built for any job site. And for a limited time, our listeners get $10 off. Just head to bruntworkwear.com. That's bruntworkwear.com, and use our code DK Sports, all one word, all caps, DK Sports, and you're good to go. After your order, they'll ask you where you heard about Brunt. Do us a favor and tell them it was from my show. Thank you so much. As we often do a day before I truly preview it, I just want to give you some generic stuff about this matchup. The Steelers are plus 10 in point differential. Packers are plus 33. Pretty crazy. In 4 of their Packers' 6 games this year, they've scored exactly 27 points. and they've scored 27 or more in 5 of the 6. Only the Colts have done that more often this season. It's good offense. Steelers are now +5 in turnover differential. Still haven't lost a fumble all year. This is nuts. Green Bay's turnover differential is exactly 0. Well, that part's not nuts. But they only have 3 takeaways this year. They only have 3 giveaways this year. The Chiefs are the only team with fewer giveaways. So it's like they make a deal with the opponent every week. Like, I won't take the ball away from you if you don't take the ball away from me. I mean, like, there's just no turnovers in Packer games. 3 on each side. They've lost or won. This makes me nuts. The Steelers' time of possession is a real problem. It's a 27-24 for the year. Last week it was 25-28. Now, Green Bay was 25-50 in Arizona. Arizona controlled that game for a while, by the way. But for the season, Green Bay is just over league average. Of course, league average for time possession is 30 even. They're at 30.07, despite being really bad in Arizona. And despite having a really good run game and the best run defense in the league. So they are not a dominant time possession team, but I really hope they aren't in this game. You know, it's certainly capable with the way the Steelers have dealt with that. The Steelers' opponents have run 89 more plays in Pittsburgh. Goes back to time possession. They've generated 34 more first downs, 335 more passing yards, and they average a whole half of yard. That's a weird way of saying it. A half of yard more per rush attempt than the Steelers do. So that their opponents are running the ball a half a yard more every time they do than the Steelers have. On the other hand, Green Bay averages 2.4 more yards per pass attempt. And on a per game basis, they rush for 41 more yards and produce 50 more yards overall than they give up per game. Pretty good. This, I think, needs to correct itself, but I don't think it will. Correct is the wrong word. But on all those like 4th down, go for it, nerd analytic meters, there's the whole league, and I tweeted this at Williamson NFL. And then there's Tomlin as way the most conservative of all coaches in terms of going for it on 4th down. Now, I don't believe that a spreadsheet or AI should tell you to go for it or not on 4th down. That doesn't take into account for injuries, weather, hey, can I block you? What play am I running, etc. But clearly, the Steelers are the least aggressive 4th down team. And just to show this, the Steelers' opponents this year against Pittsburgh have gone for it on 4th down 17 times, compared to just 3 for the Steelers. Yikes. You know, I'm a big sack differential guy. +13 for the Steelers. Really good. Green Bay is at +8. Also quite good. But you also know I'm a big explosive play differential guy. Steelers are at -16. And their game against the Browns is the only game all year that they've had more explosive plays than they allowed. Yikes. Last couple nuggets here I got for you. So of all the quarterbacks with 100 or more dropbacks, pretty good number. Jordan Love is 9th in completion percentage, and Aaron Rodgers is 10th. Really good. Rodgers is just under 69%. Love is just over 69%. Really good for both of them. Now, Love pushes the ball downfield more, but still, they're completing passes. I think this is really interesting. Yards after the catch per reception. So for every catch you make, what's your average distance that you create after you make the catch? The top guy in the whole league is DK Metcalf. The second highest guy in the league is Tucker Kraft, the Packers tight end. And he was the best tight end in the league at yards after catch per reception last year. Now, this is not a fluke with this guy at all. Last things here. The Steelers are converting 72.2% of their red zone opportunities. Green Bay is at an even 72%. That is fourth and fifth best in the league in terms of red zone offense. And last thing I got for you, which has been the case now for a couple of years, Green Bay has the league's youngest roster. And just talking to some Green Bay people, they're starting to get kind of sick of that. You know, like every fan base has the things they're tired of. You know, there's a lot of Steelers can't win a playoff game, blah, blah. They're tired of, man, the future looks bright. We have such a young roster. They're more in the mode of, hey, we traded for Parsons. We're tired of having the league's youngest roster. We just want to win, you know. So Steelers definitely do not have the league's youngest roster. All right, everybody, over and out. Take care.